Hey guys, this is another Pokemon Platinum Wi-Fi battle. This one was against the Pokemonxer, if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce it. So we're gonna load up really quick. Battle videos. You see my finger? Ew. My video, and let's battle. Here I was challenged against Luca. So he starts off with an Espeon. Now this is my Starmie. It's slightly EV trained. So he starts off with a Shadow Ball. I didn't expect that thing to be faster than me, but and that Shadow Ball actually ended up doing a lot. Yeah, look how much that did. Left me with 59. And I don't know why I don't have Shadow Ball on this thing. I have Recover instead of Shadow Ball, which I'll get into that reason a little bit later. But Thunderball doesn't do as much as I thought it would, so I switch out and I go into my Tyranitar. So which brings up the Sandstorm, which is going to be dealt with for the rest of the battle. So, yeah, not predicting my switch, he went for the Shadow Ball, or he probably did, but I don't know. So he goes for the Shadow Ball, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I have the Sandstorm Rages, and I also have Lefties on this Torterra. So we're going to recover a little bit of that damage. It did a little bit anyway. So I knew he was going to switch right there, and I didn't think he was going to switch into... He's switching to Jet Li, which is a Float Soul, which I thought it would be a Hitmonlee or something. But I go for an Earthquake. It does pretty good damage. I think it does about a little over half, leaving me able to KO the next turn. Yeah, Sandstorm Rages, get Sandstorm damage. It's going to be going down next turn, you would think. But yeah. So, me gets Lefties, get full HP, and then he goes for a Waterfall, which I was actually expecting that. And this Waterfall does a lot, actually. Yeah, it brings up the HP, and I was hoping I wouldn't flinch, but guess what? I did. And I realized that I pretty much have nothing else to take this... Well, I have something else to take this thing with, but I didn't want to risk it dying. So I kind of just let Tyranitar go down as death fodder. So here comes the painful Waterfall that ends up KOing me. So yeah, Tyranitar goes down. Then I bring in... Well, I keep forgetting about the Sandstorm. Anyway. Then I bring in my Gengar. This Gengar was pretty much one of the few beasts in this battle. So I was hoping I was faster than it, and I hit it with a Thunderbolt. And that's gonna KO. This Gengar is I guess you would say it's slightly EV trained in speed, because it almost has the maximum speed a Gengar can have, but it's already legit level 100, so can't do anything about it. So then, now he's gonna bring a Zatch Bell. I was confused. I thought this was actually gonna be an Electivire, but it turns out being a Luxray, and I knew immediately he was gonna go for the Crunch. So I put my luck to the test, and I went for Hypnosis, which actually manages to hit. So yeah, that thing's asleep. I was actually kind of expecting him to switch on this next turn, but he actually didn't, so instead I went for a Dream Eater. Yes, my Gengar has a weird set. So his Zatch Bell is still asleep, so I just forget about the Sandstorm that keeps roaming. So we both take Sandstorm damage. If you didn't know, if you get hit by the Sandstorm first, whoever gets hit by the Sandstorm first is gonna go first. So I just finish it off with a Shadow Ball. and say goodbye to Zatch Bell. I actually used to like that show. I never really saw the ending, though. Okay, so now he's going to bring in a beast. Literally, he's bringing back the beast. So I just go for a Shadow Ball right off the bat. I didn't want to take my chances. I didn't want to take a chance and get hit with Shadow Ball or Psychic. And to my luck, Shadow Ball KOs it. So that was really nice, actually. So I wasn't worried about that. So then he brings in a Rampardos. And it has Mold Breaker, basically meaning that Gengar's Levitate is useless. So I test my luck again and go for Hypnosis. I actually have wide lenses on this thing, so the accuracy of Hypnosis is slightly boosted. So it falls asleep, and I'm just gonna hit it with a Shadow Ball, not a Dream Eater. Because personally, I don't know which one would have. I just went for Shadow Ball because I thought that would do more damage. So I hit it with a Shadow Ball. I believe it does over half. Yeah, it does over half. He wakes up and then he goes for Earthquake. Which I was hoping he would stay asleep a little bit longer until... Yeah. So it's pretty obvious that Gengar is gonna die from that. And he gets a crit just to rub salt in my wounds. It was like, really? That actually happens again. So then I have nothing else. I think about it for a moment. I have a couple things that can actually counter this thing. So I go back to Starmie, who's actually really useful. Starmie was actually really useful in this battle. So I just finished that off with a Surf. Yeah, I didn't think Starmie at that low HP would actually do something good. Okay, so now he brings in Son Goku, which is an Infernape. Now, if I thought I wouldn't outspeed it, but I did, and he ended up going for close combat, so if I would have actually used Recover, I would have lived that. But I decided, I thought I was going to use some super ultra powerful move, well, close combat is super powerful, but I didn't think he would be going for that, but he finishes me off anyway. And gets a crit, mind you. Actually, I'm not sure if that crit mattered or not. It probably didn't. But he gets the defense drop. So we still got the Sandstorm Rage. So then I go into my own Infernape. And it's a matter of who's just faster right now, and mine ends up being faster, and I end up going for Earthquake. And there goes his Infernape went down, which was really nice. So I take some Sandstorm damage. And his last Pokemon is a Candy, aka it's an Altaria. And I actually had the other two remaining Pokemon I had were Salamence and Flygon, and they don't really take Dragon hits very well. So I go for a Stone Edge, hoping that hits, and it does, which I'm like, whoa. So it doesn't die, which is kind of upsetting, and then it goes for a Dragon Dance, and then I realize if Infernape goes down, I kind of lose, since Salamence and Flygon do not take Dragon hits very well. So we both take Sandstorm damage. I realize that I got hit first, so that means I'm faster. I didn't want to take any chances of Stone Edge missing and me being screwed. So I went for Flare Blitz, and this Infernape has a bunch of attack, and I have a Flame Plate on it, so Flare Blitz is going to do that extra chunk of damage. And down goes his Candy. And I had defeated Lika. So Salamence and Flygon never made an appearance, so I will see you guys next Wi-Fi battle.